level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, 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 level up. Oh, this on me so yummy. Oh, this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, 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 level up. Oh, this on me so yummy. Oh, this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Them more mistakes are gone. I won't do them no more. There's no news, there's news. I done did that before. I turn nothing to something. My comeback on 100. Let's talk it, more action. You just gonna see some coming. I just keep elevating. No losses, just upgrading. My lessons made blessings. I turn that into money. They gotta never settle. This beat is so much better. I'm chilling, I'm winning, like on another level. Oh, you can talk all you want.
Welcome, ladies. Come in, come in. Hey, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Level up, 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 level up. Oh, this on me so yummy. Oh, this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. Level up, level up.
As you come in, say hi.
Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. Oh, this on me so yummy. Oh, this sauce so yummy. No, you want this yummy, yummy all in your tummy. They freeze get dropped like weight. Team love don't want no hate. I'm grinding, I'm shining, up on my way. They gotta never settle.
Hey, ladies. Good night, good night, good night.
Like on another level. Oh,
Share this. And let's talk tonight. I can't wait to see you. Just come in and say hi. It's time to level up. Let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Level up. I am so excited tonight. I hope you are. Let's go.
Yummy all in your tummy. Oh, this sounds so level. On another level. Elevate your level. Level. Graduate your level. Let's do it on it.
Hey, beautiful wives of the MOH community. I am Charmin Wilson. I am the founder of this amazing community of wives that are actually leveling up, excelling, becoming better, and definitely putting away things that lead us to become very bitter in life in our marriage. And tonight is no different. We're going to have a great time as we build up our understanding of what it means to level up, build up our interest. We are building our excitement to actually level up. And I'm excited that you are here to level up with us because tonight we're going to talk about the things, how to remain motivated, right? How to remain motivated and how to remain focused as you level up, how to do those things because there will come a time um, when you're going to feel discouraged, where you're going to feel like this is not it, what's happening in my life, the situation is just not going the way I want it to go. But you are going to have to level up anyway because you're doing it for you, you're doing it for your family, you're doing it for your husband, you're doing it for your children. Most importantly, as I said, you're doing it for yourself. So, there's so many things we could talk about tonight. We did last week, we covered some of the reasons why we should level up. That was amazing. Please go back on our channel and check it out because that was just beautiful. And tonight we have my special guest. I'm gonna bring her in the room. Cherit. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Cherit. How are you, darling? I'm so
How
happy to
are
see you,
you?
girl.
You
So
too.
it is time to level up. And I'm so happy that I'm leveling up with you tonight. I just want you to take a few moments to introduce yourself. Just go right ahead.
I am Charlotte Simmons. I am a business entrepreneur. I am a travel agent. I'm a mom, a wife. I am a first lady. I'm working in ministry with my husband, and I am leveling up just like everyone else. I'm excited about this journey, and that's it. I'm excited.
Hey, I'm excited too. So tonight we want to go right into it, Cherit. Um, you are you there? Because it seems like, um, just let me know if you can hear me.
I am excited to
Are
level
you?
up with you guys. I'm just waiting for uh, something going on with Charmaine. You
Yeah, I think we just had a
there?
little. I am here now. Are you there?
You're muted if you are.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you.
Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Charmaine.
Hey, Cherit, can you hear me?
Are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what's happening tonight. I can hear you though. Okay, so I'll just keep talking then because I can hear. I heard when you came in just now, but I'm not sure if you can hear me. Okay,
Happening.
so yeah,
Can you hear?
I think it's on your side. You probably need to switch devices, or I don't know. But I think I'm good on my side. So just let us know in the comments, ladies, if
Charmaine,
we're
I can't hear
good.
you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave and
So
come back, I think.
yeah, you can do that. Maybe you should leave and come back in, and then we're good. Leave and come back in. Can you see? Leave and come back in. Yeah. Okay. So let's just get ready to kick this off, ladies. I need us to get started tonight because we have a lot to share. I don't want to really go ahead of my guest, Cherit, but tonight we want to talk about how to remain motivated in the process of leveling up. This is our season of leveling up, wives, right? This is our time. We are ready and we are good to go. We are definitely excited about our conference that's coming up, our Better Wives Weekend Conference. It's going to be amazing. I have Sherry that is back. Hey, girl, are you here?
Hi. Yes, I don't know
Okay.
what's happening.
I don't know what's happening, but we are going to talk about this tonight. So I'm not even worrying. So I am not sure if you were able to actually introduce yourself. So probably you should do that again, just for the sake of everyone who's coming in, and
Okay.
probably don't know who Cherit is. Just let us know who you are, how you became connected with the movement, also how you contribute as well, and what should we look forward to tonight?
Okay. My name is Charlotte Simmons. Hi, ladies. My name is Charlotte Simmons. I am married. I am a mother of two beautiful children. My husband we're launching a ministry. Um, and I also have a business. I work full time as well. I just wear many hats. I came into my own husband through my husband's relationship with the Wilsons. He met I met with the Wilsons through, and I am a part of the core with being able to just pray through the vision and assisting with resources, helping to build out my own husband. I definitely believe that my own husband is international ministry, and so I can see the vision. When you can see the vision, you help the people that have the vision run with it. So I'm excited to be here tonight. I'm excited to talk about some of the steps that we can take to help us to level up. And I'm excited. I'm excited about the conference. I'm excited tonight. So thank you for having me tonight. And I'm ready when you are. Um, okay. Okay. Charmaine. Hey.
I think on your end, there's an issue with your it's really sticking bad. I didn't hear anything in your voice, but it was really choppy.
Welcome back. I'm, I'm not playing. We're not playing tonight. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay, this is for you.
Yep.
Let's. I just want to thank all the viewers that are still very faithful and remain. We were having a little difficulties on both sides, but that always happens when I know it's going to be incredibly good. So um, I am praying that it stays on and it stays good. You're good on your side, Charit. I'm good on mine.
Yes,
You can hear me. I can hear you. So let's go.
I
We're
can hear
talking
you.
about how to remain motivated of leveling up. So I'm going to give a point. You give one. I'll let you go first. And we're just going to encourage the wives that are actually listening. I need the wives to actually share this broadcast. Don't in the first 15 minutes. We are actually leveling up consistency, which is actually my first point, but I'll let Charit go first. And this is what happens sometimes, but I am determined to remain consistent tonight. So let's do it. All right. So what do you have?
Well, the first thing that I have is definitely write down the goals. You have to know what you want to level up in before you can begin to
Mm-hmm.
level up. So, awareness, definitely being aware
Yeah.
of what it is that you want to do, which coincides for me with um, accountability, the awareness and the accountability factor. So, I know you said, how do you stay motivated was one of the things that we were talking about. So when you have a
Mm-hmm.
goal that you want to set, you have a goal that you have set, once you're aware of it, um, being able to have someone else know what your goal is, to hold you accountable, to do check-ins with you, to see how's it coming along. Sometimes you hit a brick, and sometimes you need someone to assist you with getting over that brick. So um, if two can work together, their strength is stronger for two to work together. They may not work with you while you're fulfilling the goal, but they may be the mental support that you need and the accountability that you need to find out if you've accomplished the goals that you set, or if you're still on the road to accomplishing those goals. So that would be definitely one of my how to stay motivated. Um,
Yeah. And it's pretty good that you mentioned about consistency because in my first point, I wanted to talk about um, consistency actually and how creates room for accountability, right? So um, when you are consistent, you become accountable to your goals. You become accountable to your projects, so the decisions that you made, the agreements that you made, the commitments that you made. And you consistently, progressively, repetitively want to ensure that you put in the work, that whether you have to do weekly meetings or weekly follow-ups, check-ins, to make sure that you with your team, whatever it is, you're working on, it could be projects, it could be, your personal goals, that you are consistently making sure that you're not just following up, you're evaluating the progress. the continuity of the plan, of the decision, of the agreement. So I love that about consistency. Sometimes we just look at how we can measure consistency by how many times somebody shows up, how many times somebody actually does what they said they would do. We automatically think about numbers, and we start counting how consistent you are based on how many times you've done something, which is good, but there's so much more to consistency, so much more to the experience that it gives you, in more than just looking at just how many times somebody shows up. And we look at that as faithful, because you're always there, but we don't always look at what is being produced out of the consistency, and who is actually checking in on you, who's actually following up with you, who are you actually following up with as well. So in my personal journey as a wife, and even in this movement, I had to submit myself to, of course, my husband first, to God, my husband, but also to my mentor. And very recently, she had a checklist of things that she needed me to complete. And I sat down and I had to evaluate my level of consistency in ensuring that I meet those goals, but also to give her feedback, be consistent in giving her feedback with where I am in the process. So I just wanted us to look at that, holistically, what it really means to be consistent, and not just look at it at how many times you do something. So yeah, that's a pretty good point that you brought up there, Cherik. I don't know if you had anything else to add there, but I really like that. And also, speaking of consistency, sometimes we limit our measure of consistency. It's like after you have tried something 3 or 4 times, it's like we decide that's it, it didn't work. And sometimes what we try is the same thing, you know. So for example, let's just use MOH for example. I may try Facebook Lives, and you may not get the response that you're looking for, or like we had this issue this evening with the internet. And if that happens like 3 or 4 times, you feel discouraged. Like, okay, maybe this is not for me. This is not what I should do. But with a heart of a spirit of consistency, you will not easily quit after the fourth try. What you're going to do is look for creative ways, new means to actually deal with issues that you foresee could happen based on your experience, right? So until you've literally tried new things, and you can never run out of new things, you literally do not you can't find yourself actually stopping when it comes to being consistent. Because after you've tried 3 new things, you're going to look for 3 more. And then because you're accountable, because you check in with your mentor, you check in with your spouse, you check in with your friends, they're going to say, well, what about trying this and that, and so forth. And then it's going to open up new opportunities for you to actually try again new ideas in a particular practice or field or project. And then it's like, okay, you might just actually find your thing somewhere in between, right? But so until you've actually done more new things, you cannot accurately say that something is not working, basically. So
Yeah,
yeah.
I would definitely agree with you on that. I would also say that what I'm hearing as you're speaking is don't give up. Just don't give up.
Don't give up.
If
Yeah,
that doesn't work, try it another way. You just
right.
Failure as an option is something that you have to throw out the window. That may be something that you have to
Mhm.
do daily. You might have to say daily that failure is not an option. You don't lose.
Right.
One of my favorite phrases is I don't lose, I learn. I didn't lose anything. I learned. I gained knowledge on the situation. I gained information on how to do it a little bit differently. Like you said, I don't lose.
Hmm.
I learn. And as you were speaking, I was
Right.
also thinking about the phrase, discipline is the bridge between thought and accomplishment. So when you said consistency, discipline helps us to bridge. Discipline is a bridge. I have a thought here, I have an accomplishment on this
Mm-hmm.
side, and the only way I'm going to get my thought into into leveling up, the only way I'm going to be able to level up, to grow, to change, to accomplish whatever goals I have to cross the bridge. And the bridge, the only way I'm gonna cross the bridge is, like you said, if I'm doing things to cross the bridge, if I'm exercising my faith, if I am being consistent about the things that I know to do, because sometimes you don't know what to do, but you can master the things that you do know to do. So I love it. Consistency is key. Absolutely. That's
Right.
excellent.
Woo. So let's just move right along.
Yes.
I love how we are kicking off already. What about your environment? Because that's what I have as a second point. Um, your environment plays a major role in how consistent you remain in leveling up, how focused you remain, how motivated you remain. If you find yourself in a you're not supported, or let's say you're more let down or put down or discouraged more than you're actually being encouraged or uplifted. As strong as we may feel on the inside, or as strong as we may be built as women, it can have a toll on you. It can have a very negative effect on your life, right? So you want to be very mindful of where you purposefully, intentionally place yourself. There are situations that you just probably cannot avoid. Although I think that we still can have control of our environment, how we perceive things. I get that. But I strongly believe in being very good stewards of your vision, of your future, your passion, the things that you've set your minds to do, that dream. Being very good stewards, that also means that you're very careful with where you go, the places that you actually sit and receive knowledge or information. Because people may mean well, but if it's not adding value to you and where you're going, if it's not adding substance to whatever you're working on, it is literally not going to sustain you. It is not going to sustain you, and it's definitely not going to carry it through. So, and this sounds very easy when it's a place you don't want to be. um, you can easily say, I don't want to be here because there's nothing that is attracting you here. There's nothing familiar here. There's no family here. There's no friends here. But when you are in a very comfortable place, um, it can be physical, or your surroundings, as your circles. If you feel very comfortable, you might find it very difficult to make that move and to step out, right? And not just step out because you're in your feelings, but to step out because you know where you're going and you know what you're building, right? You know where you're trying to go, you know where you're trying to climb to, the next level you're trying to reach. um, Understanding how to actually level up, you need to come to the awareness of where you are actually at. And where you are at, if it does not make sense or doesn't look like where you're going, obviously you need to make the necessary changes, have the necessary steps in place to actually get to where you want to go. Even if that means leaving some things behind, leaving some place behind, leaving someone behind because they cannot go where you're going. So I need us to actually evaluate what is your environment actually doing for you when you assess it, when you look around. Is it adding value to you? Is it actually inspiring you to grow? Is it adding substance to you? Is it actually giving you the tools and the instructions that you need, the wisdom that you need to actually learn from your mistakes to get to the next level? Are you actually enjoying being here? Are you enjoying that? Study shows that the more you enjoy life is the more you are able to become more creative, right? If you look at someone who's very depressed, they're not happy, there is a mental block. You cannot think beyond the level of your anxiety or depression because there's no clarity, you're not free to think and explore in your mind and to be creative and come up with new things because it's just clogged up with stress and stressors and different things like that. So are you enjoying where you're at right now in your life, and what can you do to actually change that? Yeah, what can you do to actually change that? Oh,
I yes. I would also change. Change is uncomfortable. It's
mm-hmm.
uncomfortable. Leveling up, even when think about when you go to the gym. It's uncomfortable when you're working muscles. You get uncomfortable for a while, and so I agree with you with what you're saying. Like the environment, you have to be intentional. That's the word that I would choose. You have to be intentional about who you share and where you go. Because sometimes I understand, I agree with what you're saying. Sometimes you're around people that you trust and that you love and you believe that they have your best interests at heart. However, they were not given the vision, they were not given the ideas, they were not given the goals that you were given to level up. And so,
Right,
because they were not given those things, they may not understand why you are deciding to move the way you move. And sometimes it can be someone that's close to you, because it very rarely, it doesn't matter people that are not close to you. Their opinions don't matter of you. It's usually the people that you walk with whose opinions sometimes matter to you. And so, definitely a change in environment and in circle and what you say is definitely imperative in leveling up, because you don't want people to speak out of turn, or you don't want to have to you just have to have some boundaries when you're dealing with your baby. If you just like us mothers, if you have a child, you're not going to put your child in harm's way. So whatever you're leveling up in, you don't want to put that out in harm's way. You don't want that to be open season, so I definitely agree with you on that. We definitely have to evaluate where we're going. What I would say, which would lead me to my second point of motivation for your leveling up, because you have to make those changes, there will be a season where you have to encourage yourself. Self
right,
affirmations. So my second thing would be self affirmations. You have to affirm yourself. You have to affirm yourself. You can
right,
do whatever you're putting your mind to. If you think it, you can accomplish it. Self affirmations. And people do things that they believe that they can do. So if
right.
you believe that you can do something, you're going to do it. If you believe in yourself that you can accomplish something, you're going to say, okay, well, let me start. Let me write. The first thing I would have to say is write it down. Um, Sometimes you have to put post-its around. This is to keep you motivated, because sometimes you want to be lazy. Sometimes you don't want to. Sometimes you want a sick day from leveling up. Let's keep it real. Sometimes
Yeah,
you want a sick day, even though you want to, you have goals and things that you want to accomplish. Sometimes you can be a little tired. Your mind could be a little tired. Your spirit could be you could be a little tired. Sometimes you could be discouraged because you have to try different avenues to get to where you want to go. So I would definitely encourage you to have a few things where they're looking back at you. Your affirmations are looking back at you. So I have a wall. When you wake up in the morning, you have a wall where you look at it and say, "I can. I know I can. I will
mm,
accomplish it. I am the woman for the job.
that's
I'm
right.
leveling up. I'm going to do what it takes to level up." So just words of affirmation. um and even you can even do a jar of affirmations where you pick one out every morning. You could just start. It'll be amazing. It'll be amazing. I can't even, it'll be amazing where you can go to the jar whenever you feel discouraged and you pull out something and it's going to encourage you. Trust me when I say. So prepare yourself for um you have to prepare yourself for victories, but you also have to prepare yourself for times when you're discouraged. So there'll be made you with highs come lows. It's
Right.
inevitable. It is inevitable. But if you prepare for the lows, you'll get through them. So I would say self affirmations. Nobody else is affirming you, but you have goals. You affirm yourself. I
Yeah.
know I can do this. I would
Yeah.
not have thought it if I couldn't. I am the woman to accomplish this goal. I am a conqueror. I will win. I will accomplish, I will attract the resources that I need. I am a resource. Like, affirm yourself, whatever it is, I can do it. Push yourself a little bit.
Mhm.
Even when working out, when you're working out, you get to the place, sometimes, your instructor tells you to do a little bit more. Just another 5 minutes. This is not 5 minutes, because 5 minutes is a long time working out. Give
Yeah.
me 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds. You can do it. 30 more seconds. And it just pushes you beyond where you are to keep you going in the right direction. So that would be my second thing for motivation when you're leveling up and when you have some things before you. I would definitely say self-affirmations. Prepare for the war, prepare for the journey, prepare for it mentally, and that is a half the battle.
Yeah. And this point that I have, flowing from what you just said, should probably should have been number one. But speaking about self affirmations, you're actually affirming who God says you are, right? But
Absolutely.
you can do that so well based on when you understand why you are, like your purpose. I know why he created me, and then he gave me his word, which actually confirms that, which actually affirms that for me, right? Before I understood um, before I understood who I was as a person, I came wrapped up with purpose. So if you keep purpose in mind, if you keep why you were created in mind, then you know that although we all have different purposes in life, that nobody can actually achieve mine. Mine was designed specifically for me, right? So I know who I am. I know why I was created. Therefore, I speak it into existence, which comes back to what you said about self affirmation. I do not just affirm myself because it sounds good. I affirm myself because it bears witness with what's inside of me. That thing that is stirring me and causing me to wake up every morning and allowing me to push my way through even when I don't feel like doing it. I don't always feel like coming on here and doing these lives. I don't always feel like doing that. Sometimes I feel like giving up. But every time I say that or I feel that way, there is something on the inside of me that says, "You know, you're lying, girl. Just stop lying. You know, you're lying, right? You know that that's not true. You're just saying it because you're frustrated because of something that happened, but you on the inside, the depth of my being, the core of who I really am, that I just cannot do anything else apart from doing what I do. I can do other things, but it's always going to lead me back to this, right? So why was I created? I was created for a purpose. I have my purpose. You have yours. And in remaining motivated as I level up, the increase in my level up is actually giving me more insight to this purpose of mine. As I'm going higher, I am getting a clearer view, an overview, a worldview, kingdom worldview of why I was created. The understanding of my purpose that I have now in 2021 is not what I had in 2012. 2012. I didn't have that in 2012 because as I go higher, there are new dimensions, of course, and new dimensions give me new revelation of who I really am and why I was created. So if you are not satisfied, because I was not satisfied with what I thought I was created to do in 2012, for example, I knew that the secret to getting a deeper understanding of that, not just an understanding, but a deeper experience of that purpose, because it's a purpose, it's an experience, sorry. Your purpose is an experience that you're supposed to experience here on earth. It's not just something in your head. Why were you created and how can you tangibly experience, feel it, right? And I knew then this was not it. It was a beautiful start to understanding it, but I knew that this was not it. There was more to it. So, purpose, when you fall in love with your purpose, you develop a hunger to go deeper in it. It's like when you just got saved, you fall in love with God's word, but then it's like you just want to go and learn more. You just become so excited about discovering what His word has to say concerning, whatever. And that's how it is with us as wives. That's how it is. That's the way it should be concerning leveling up. It's like, wow, this was hard to get here, but now that I'm on this level 1, it actually feels pretty good. And now I wonder how level 2 is going to be like. Now, because of your experience with number 1, you know that it's not going to be easy. It's going to get a little tougher. But the joy that you had in actually achieving that goal, you're actually anticipating exceeding joy in the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and so forth. So I'm really excited about um, through this level up process, even before the end of this month, during our conference that's coming up, that women, it's like a light bulb is going to go off in their head because they'll finally be able to see the light on what they know is in the room, but they just probably cannot see. And as they climb, more of that is going to be revealed to them. And more as that is revealed to them, they are going to begin to love themselves more, affirm themselves more, and walk fully into God's divine plan for their lives. And that's the ultimate goal for me. The level up is not about us being seen or getting our hair done, leveling up with your fashion. That's a part of it, but it's not all. There is a deeper um experience. There is an inner experience. It's an inner transformation that it's supposed to do in your life. That no matter where you are in life, no matter the environment, whatever, it's going to come out. It's going to burst out because it has happened from the inside out. So yeah, it's just beautiful how the way how God works things out in our lives. It always brings us back to the foundation of things. This is why I created you. I'm glad that you're getting it now. And once you get it, I need you to know there's more to it. That is why we cannot waste time. We cannot waste time. Time is literally ahead of us. It is. So we need to make sure that with every day that we're living, that we are contributing effectively, accurately, positively to the level up that He's calling us up into, right? So, whew, I'm excited about it already. I'm excited about it.
I just piggybacking off of what you just said. Sometimes you don't really recognize your purpose when you're steeped in, I'm not trying to be deep, but sometimes you don't recognize your purpose when you are head in with all of the hats that you wear. And then you wonder, how in the world am I going to get these things accomplished? How in the world can I add another thing to my plate? How in the world? How? It's going to take a step of faith. It's
Yeah.
going to take a step of faith. What I heard you say basically was that you took a step of faith, which drew you closer to what God had ordained for you to do, your identity, your purpose, your passion. And as you begin to take those steps of faith, you begin to unravel and begin to find out uh,
Yeah.
who you are and what, and you gravitated toward the more, and you begin an exploration and you're leveling up. So what I would say, which was my third step, which I'll just bring up, my third step would be celebrate all victories. That will help you
Mm,
stay motivated. So even if you say yes, I'm going to do this. If you took the first step, celebrate it. Whatever that first step is.
right.
If you know,
Right.
whatever it is, I say celebrate all victories. um that's a way to stay motivated, and that's a way to be on your way to accomplishing your goals. For me, I have a lot of things on my plate, and so I there's certain things that I do have there's certain things that I do extremely well, but I know that God is calling me to do more. And I'm like, more? You know, I'm not laughing at I'm not laughing, but I'm like, let me help me to strategically place what I have now. Help me to steward what I have now. And so as I learn to steward what I have now, and I begin to and I begin to take the steps of faith in leveling up, taking the steps of faith of my next step or my next level, I'm celebrating because it's something additional to what I was doing before that I have now accomplished. And it may not be the whole big picture, but little pieces of a puzzle add up to a bigger picture. So I would say celebrate every victory. I don't care how small it is. If you are starting a business and you have not gotten your LLC done yet, and you've been waiting, and then you finally get it, don't knock yourself down. I finally, no. Congratulations. You have taken another step in the direction of leveling up your business. If it's waking up another 20 minutes or 30 minutes to get an additional thing done, accomplished or something like that, you celebrate that.
That's
You know,
right.
those little things matter. 20 minutes, and you just talked about time. 20 minutes is a long time. It may not feel like a long time, but there's things that you can get done. I'm sure there's things that you can get done, especially for moms. If you have children that are, and I know you sacrifice your sleep, but then you celebrate that you took time to level up. You took some self-care into
That's
whatever
right.
God has called you to do and to be, and you took another step, and we're celebrating that. We're going to celebrate it. Celebrate all of your victories.
Right.
Celebrate all of your victories. Even when you hit a patch, celebrate it, because now you're learning something new. There are so many things that I have learned along this journey, and trying to accomplish some goals. And you know what I said? Well, I've learned a lesson. So now what I realize is that when I'm assisting someone else, I have that knowledge to help them to not hit the wall that I hit. So now I'm like, I celebrate that I did not that was not that was not easy peasy. I celebrate that it was not something that went as smooth as I wanted it to, because there was a hiccup in it for me to learn something from it. So I celebrate the fact that I even took the step, and then I even went in, like you said, explored it even further to accomplish the goals that I have set forward. I am ready to level up. It is uncomfortable sometimes, but I am ready to level up. Sometimes it is painful to change, painful to shift. Sometimes it's painful. Sometimes you have to reorganize, reprioritize, but it is going to be required in order for us to level up. So with every change, with every shift, with every anytime you put something in order, you organize it, you're leveling up. Celebrate the little things. You are leveling up, my sister. Celebrate it. Rome wasn't built in a day, and the things that we are building, the people that we are becoming, it was not established in one day, in one moment. It is something that happens over time. And so I encourage each and every one of you to celebrate your victories. I encourage you to affirm yourself. I encourage you to be consistent in whatever you're doing. I encourage you to get a partner to help you that can see your vision, even, or they can't see your vision, but they are encouraging you. They're going to walk with you and push you. I encourage you to what did she say? Consistency creates rules for accountability. I encourage you to be accountable for your goals, your desires, your dreams, your visions, for your growth. I encourage you to write it down. I encourage you to be uncomfortable for a moment. But I also encourage you to celebrate your victories. I encourage you to I encourage you to believe in yourself so that you can level up. It may not seem like something that you can do at the moment, but I am going to encourage you that you can level up. You can level up. Celebrate the small victories. Sorry about that.
You can keep going. You keep and keep going because I just got booked. But I just love this conversation, Chariot. You are a dear friend. You are more than a friend. You're a sister. Um, and I have seen the way how what it's barely a year since we've been connected, probably a little over a year, and I have seen you grown into different transitions. Like you've moved from one level to the next right before my eyes. I know that that didn't just happen overnight. So I
Right.
wanted to put in there as well that sometimes you may have to, it might feel like you're stuck in an area, but it's not really that you're stuck. There is a process. And I know that a lot of people just say that word loosely. But I think it is our responsibility to make that process worthwhile, right? I'm like,
Yes.
I felt like God was just keeping me in a place longer than I wanted to be. And when I got myself occupied with what He wanted out of me in that season, is when
Mm.
I started to become fulfilled. Like I felt like I'm actually doing something and achieving goals that is actually going to help me into the next season of my life. And then when He says, okay, it's time to go, getting my feet wet. He's like, no, I got you to the point where I needed you to be excited enough, even in a hard season. I needed to know that your heart towards progress and leveling up and Him towards Him was still right. Because sometimes our hearts can change when things don't go the way we want them to go. So
Absolutely.
definitely the level up has done me well. Right? So I'm excited about our futures. I'm definitely excited about what we have coming up. I don't want this thing to mess up anymore. So I'm just gonna play our song one more time. And
Yes.
ladies, I need you to share now, now, now. If you missed the first part of this live, you need to go back and catch the replay. Just skip through, I think, the first 15 minutes because we got kicked out of this thing for whatever reason. But we came back in full force, and like in 40 minutes, we gave you some great tips to help you to remain motivated. But now we need you to be excited about the Better Wise weekend.
Yes.
Woo-hoo! I'm excited about it. So
Yes.
tonight we are going to release the flyer, and we're also going to release it on Facebook, IG. So look out for that in our private group. Look out for that. And I need you to talk about this everywhere you go. I need you to share this, right? So our conference, our annual conference, this is year two. It's going to be on March 26th to March 28th. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We have a whole program, and once you register, you're going to get all the information, the details, everything, the schedule, everything, right? So tonight, you have an opportunity to pull up as you're already here and register tonight. Tonight. Not tomorrow, tonight. Before midnight, Chariot, tell them, before midnight, before
Midnight. Somebody
midnight.
say midnight.
Midnight. Before midnight, you need to
Midnight.
register because we have a special bonus surprise. I'm telling you, this is a really good surprise. If you know anything of any conference that MOH produces, conference events,
Right.
if we say we have something special, we have something special. I don't want you to miss out on that. If you miss out on that, that's going to be a big shame. And I'm going to feel bad for you because we have these things to give away. And I need you to benefit from it. I need you to take advantage of the opportunity. So sign up tonight. Let me pull up the link because I think y'all think I'm playing. I'm not playing. We are not playing. I'm putting the link in now.
Link is live.
Right
Yes.
now. Right now. Just give me one sec. So all of you that are watching, we're not playing tonight. It's dropping tonight. Our flyer is dropping tonight. I'm telling you, there it is. So to register, that's all you got to do. You just have to click on the link, register tonight, and you're going to receive our special bonus surprise that was created and put together just for you wives. So sign up, be a part of it. We're dropping. We want you to share, 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 share. Like, don't get tired of sharing. It's not going to bother me at all. I'm telling you, it's not going to offend me. Just go ahead and share it. And invite a sister, invite a friend, a cousin, whoever, your mother. Just invite everyone to be a part of our conference. I'm telling you, it is to actually live for. Okay, it is actually to live for. So flyer here because I think I want to do that. Let me just put the flyer out here and then it out here.
Very excited about my own husband's conference. This is going to be awesome. Although it's in the comfort of your own home, you will be a little uncomfortable because growth is going to take place. I'm excited. You getting the flyers ready?
I'm excited. I think I'm back. Yes, let me get the flyer up. So sorry about that. There it is, ladies.
Okay, remember what I told you.
All right, Sharon, do you see it?
Get up and dance.
Yes.
So
Level up. Level up.
I love this flyer,
Level up. Level up. Level up.
and let's just dance a
Yes.
little because I'm like,
It is.
Four,
I'm
three, two,
I
one.
see you leveled up.
hey.
Level up. 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 Oh, this so yummy. Oh, this sounds so yummy. No, you want this yummy. Oh, no.
Yes, I'm excited about this. Oh my God.
It's
Listen,
gonna be fire.
I
It's gonna be amazing.
just look at this, right? Look at this. I'm talking about the melanin is already popping in the room. So let's just say that, right? And we're celebrating women this month. This is Women's History Month. Look at these beautiful, amazing women. It's not just me on the flyer. Look at that. We have
Yes.
Dericia Frazier. We have Aya Milagros. We have Malika Bell. We have Zemi Stewart. We have Linda Gardner, Francesca Lestrade. We have Lorianne Richmond, the lovely Marisha Olivachi, and we also have Merlet Turnbull. Like, what? And then yours truly, of course, Sean Wilson. But just look at these ladies. I am very much honored that they would actually say yes to be a part of this amazing work, amazing project, amazing conference. It is going to be an experience to live for, and I can't wait to see you ladies in the room. It's going to be absolutely private. However, on the first night, we're going to make it open to the public. You're going to get more information about that. But you need to sign up tonight because if you sign up tonight before midnight, there is a very special bonus surprise for you, right? We have night sessions, we have a lot of giveaways, we have health and fitness. Listen, we have some dance challenges coming up. You name it, we're going to have it. So we're going to have
Yes.
some fun, right? Because we are definitely leveling up in this season. I'm not playing. We did not pull up to play. We are here for real. So I'm excited. We have wives
Yes.
participating from the US, St. Martin.
Yes.
We have Zemi, who was originally Bahamian. Yeah. Else do we have? We have. Listen, I couldn't ask for anything better than that. Like, this is just beautiful. And some of these ladies are no strangers to the MOH family. So you know that what's coming is going to be fire. So I need you ladies to sign up. You have been motivated tonight to level up. Definitely motivated to sign up for our Better Wise Weekend. It's the only
Yes.
wise conference of the MOH community, MOH movement, every March, every last weekend in the month of March. So this year we're kicking it off on the 26th, 27th to the 28th. It's just gonna be beautiful. Don't miss out on this, please. And then we have our lovely sponsors that's lined up there at the bottom. You can take a look at that. We could not have done this by ourselves. So I just want to also
Yes.
honor them and thank God for them, for their help. You're gonna hear more about them if you when you sign up for the conference. So please click on the link. I'm seeing someone saying that they can't access the link to register. I'm not sure why. We're gonna look into that, but go to our page. We're gonna release it there. You probably can just click on it there. But we're not gonna leave you hanging there. Thank you for letting us know. But we are definitely leveling up, and we are definitely saving your seat in the room because this is going to be an amazing force. So, Charit, thank you. I don't know if you have
Yes.
any last words right now.
No, ma'am. I'm
Um,
excited.
but we need to
That's it.
close
It's
off
our
and leave these,
time.
release these women to go. So I'm excited.
I am too. It's going to be amazing,
You are not
challenging,
on the
encouraging.
you and this flyer this time, but you
You there? Charmaine? There you are.
hey, are we good?
Well, we're good over here.
Okay, so I just want to say thank you, Sherry, that you are one of my support team members, and I just want to honor you for that. I was saying earlier just now that you're not on the flyer this time, but don't being behind the scenes. So, but you do an amazing job with some of the most amazing women that contact with, being the leader of this ministry, of this movement. Your support means everything. Your input, all of this would not have been possible without you, and the others as well. So during the conference, those of you who register, you will see and learn more about the team that's behind MOH. I'm just probably the face right now, but there's a lot of work that happens in the back. And trust me, we are going higher with it. So I'm excited that I get to partner with phenomenal women that are graced for this, purposed, full of
Yes.
passion, called by God for such a time as this. So thank you, Cherry.
Yeah.
Thank you for this great experience tonight.
You're
This
welcome.
live was just beautiful. I can't wait for
Yes.
us to talk again. And bye, ladies. Those of you who are in the comments, thank you so much. Hey, Rosalia, Naomi, thank you, ladies. Thank you for sharing. We gotta go now.
Yes.
So bye. Bye.